Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Okay, Tuesday, back in the building. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I was in Philadelphia Sunday, and I was handling some business, and now I'm back in the saddle here, okay? All right, I want to discuss the Cat Williams Woke Folk Netflix special. All right, I watched it in its entirety. I want to take my time. I want to see if some of you caught some of the gems. He's one of my favorites. He has been for over a decade. And there were some things that he said that will continue to be or continue to make him a factor, not relevant, but a factor. He has great understanding of society and his execution, his setup, his wellspring of knowledge. And he is a reader. That's another thing I really, really like about Cat Williams, okay? Also, the showrunner, security guard, shot at Drake's mansion. You see, I'm kind of glad I was gone for a couple of days handling business, because if you remember, for those of you who saw my last couple of shows, I didn't want to get into any beef and or drama by way of Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And I don't know if this is related to it or not, but I saw the press conference with the police talking about they don't know or they don't have any suspects in custody at this particular point in time, but a security guard was shot. You guys have to educate me. Does this have anything to do with the and I don't want to use the word beef, but the diss tracks going back and forth? And truthfully, I lost count after Drake put out his last track trying to, I guess, rebuttal all of the stuff about being a pedo. I'll just say that. I say, damn, he spent too much time trying to rebuttal that stuff. However, I did like Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us track. Woo! Took me back to, the West Coast days when I was living in California for those 6 or 7 months, I forget. Early 90s, working for Virgin Records, and I was riding with the West. Call it if you like, if you have new information. Are they finished? Is the dissing going to continue? They have dragged Drake's father into this. I see other videos with Drake dancing on stage with an alleged 17-year-old girl. Whoo, child, it's too much, okay? Anyway, the Cat Williams special that just came out on Netflix again, he addressed some things. It was recorded at the Inglewood Theater in California. Inglewood up to no good, they used to say. And I'm not sure if this was this was an older recording. It must have been, because I remember seeing 2 months ago a little clip of Cat Williams, and then he put Trick Daddy's face on the stage. Trick Daddy's face on the stage. So this has to have been recorded maybe a little over 2 months ago. Yes, no, maybe. You guys let me know. Let me give you my early assessment of it. I'm not going to spoil things for you if you have not seen it. I do recommend that you see it. I think it took a little while to get going, for him to find his groove. There were some things that, out the gate, I was like, okay. Not that he has to just come out, guns blazing, but the whole thing about the skin and the sucking the dick, okay. And then he had a little blind football player. I thought that was foul. Troll babies, are you up to speed? You know what I'm talking about? For those who saw the little blind football player. And then he dragged it on too long, and I say, yo, come on, man, let that go. I like the fact, and I need to know from you guys, he was taking shots at Jamie Foxx. Troll babies, good evening. How is my audio? Is everything spelled out okay on the screen? A 1 2, a 1 2. Is there any tension between these guys? He was taking shots at Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, who I met one time, he was a guest on the Star and Buck Wild show, 2011 to be precise, when I was hosting a show in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, which was a what is that one? 100.3 The Beat in Philly. He was a weirdo, Jamie Foxx, and I can almost assume that Cat Williams had a similar experience. But do they have issues? Yes, no, maybe? Keep me posted, right? All right, guys, I'm going to be getting to the phone lines shortly. Let me just make sure everything is set up because, again, I've been off for a couple of days, had to handle business. Oh, let me say thank you to the Philadelphia Police Department. They were very accommodating. I can't talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it, but they were very, very accommodating, okay? So, okay, Terrence, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. The shooting isn't Kendrick's. It's Weeknd's crew. Okay, that makes sense. So are The Weeknd and Drake still beefing over Bella? That makes a lot of sense. Bella's a girl that I think The Weeknd, Abel, he was in love with her, and Drake, either did he take her or did she fall victim to Drizzy's bullshit? And The Weeknd supposedly never got over this. That makes a lot of sense. So did Abel's team spin the block? Wow. Okay. Okay, guys. Sir Shy, got your donation. I see you in the queue, sir. Sit tight. You'll be my first caller, Sir Shy. Let me just give you guys a little bit more with regards to the Cat Williams Netflix special. I enjoyed it. Again, it took a minute. Well, actually, it took maybe, would it be fair to say 15 minutes before he really gets to cooking? And he gets to cooking. But some of you, people who maybe you're just looking for a quick fix, a quick laugh, you're not going to get that off the rip. He does come out and talk about his Club Shay Shay appearance. He talks about Gayle King, Tory Lanez, Lizzo, Oprah, Nick Cannon, and Robert De Niro. Again, I want you guys to call and tell me what you think. Out of a 1 to 10, I give it a, would a 7 be sufficient? Too much time in the beginning that if you're not a Cat Williams supporter or, some of you guys are fans, I'm nobody's fan, you may not have stuck around to see him, really kick it into overdrive, but I give it a 7 out of 10, okay? All right, and Penelope, I got your donation early. Thank you so much, okay? All right, let's get the show rolling here. I'll take some other calls about some other topics and issues. Sir Shy, is that you tapping in, sir? My first caller, Sir Shy.
What's poppin', Star? How you doing?
Man, life is great.
Oh, it's a FBA day. We got Kendrick Lamar, King of Compton, King of Canada, finally getting the pop star Drake Kelly out the way, and we got Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves putting the beat downs on that Slovakian Nikola Jokic, and they're up 2-0. So FBAs, you might push us. Tariq Nasheed got on Vlad. So, FBA.
Well, Vlad's a friend of mine, so slow that down. But now, hang on a second. It's funny that you mentioned Anthony Edwards because I actually have some notes on him right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I want to ask the question, is he the truth? Anthony Edwards, is he the truth?
He's if Michael Jordan and LeBron had a baby, especially if they win it all by beating the Knicks or the Celtics. Oh, he's definitely he has next. In fact, LeBron would be so humble enough, he would even pass the crown off to Anthony Edwards. He's the truth. But Minnesota's a good team, so it does help that he has a strong a point guard. It helps that he has a center. And, the Timberwolves, who would ever thought?
Okay. Anthony Edwards, born in 2001, nicknamed Ant-Man for those who don't know. He plays with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay. He's a lot of talk with regards to him right now. So they're up 2-0 over the Nuggets in the NBA playoffs. Yes?
Yes, and they're going home for Game 3 on Friday in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So it's going to be on and popping.
All right. Let's get to Cat Williams' Woke Folk Netflix special. Did you see it, Sir Shy?
I'm actually going to watch it tonight. Okay. But from what I heard from everybody, it seems like he's having a Richard Pryor moment. A little history lesson. Pryor had Live on the Sunset Strip, and his first show, I think, his first taping, he bombed. But he got back in the lab with Paul Mooney, and the second one, that's, of course, the actual, TV special. That's the one that made it on air. So maybe Cat Williams had a bad,
But you haven't seen it yet. Not that I'm so much defending him, but it does take a minute for him to get it cooking. Are you a Cat Williams fan, a supporter? What is your affiliation?
Cat Williams. I am. He's up there with the Cosbys and the Pryors and the Don Rickles.
Okay,
I put him up there.
Okay. Well, in my,
I'll definitely,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, you have the floor. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Oh, well, yeah, I was going to watch it tonight. Every comic has a bad day. I remember I saw Marlon Wayans out here in the Bay Area, and it wasn't a very good performance, but.
Sir Shy, don't make me hang up on you talking about Marlon Wayans. Now, slow down. Slow down.
All right.
Let me say this. I don't recommend you watch it late night because, you're going to have to give him time. And truthfully, I watched it earlier today. I fell asleep, not because it's trash, but I was exhausted from, flying down to Philly and flying back. And I said, let me take this nap and then give him the time that he deserves. I went out on my patio and I sat up and I sipped a cup of coffee, smoked a cigar, and I was able to really absorb it. Go ahead.
Okay, so maybe you said tonight. So it takes a while. Yeah, like looking at the reviews on Facebook, pretty much the black community didn't like it, but the white community loved it. I don't know. Somebody's lying. We'll find out.
Okay.
Before I go, I just want to chime in on the Drake shooting. Now, somebody made a good point about the weekend, but I'm thinking it's academics or somebody.
Sir Shy, listen, I fuck with Act Heavy, but I don't want to hear that tonight. Seriously.
All right, you're right.
I want to hear from you, Sir Shy. I want to hear from you. I purposely was like on a detox the last couple of days handling my business. What do you think about this shooting? I'm sad to hear this. Go ahead.
Well, I'm glad, Drake didn't get killed because, damn, that would have been, they would have tried to come after Kendrick and everybody. But I agree with Joe Budden. You guys got to get.
Thank you, Sir Shah. You see, everybody can get hung up on. I just said I want to hear from you. First, it's academics. Then it's Joe Budden. I fuck with, both of those guys. You tell me your assessment, what you think. Troll babies, yes, no, I said in detail when this thing first kicked off, I am too old to sit here and promote tension, beef, and or drama, and I'm glad it has not gone into that direction. Now we have a shooting at Drake's mansion. Tell me what you think. If not, we can keep it pushing. I've got other topics to discuss. All right. Hey, Deeds, I got your email. Thank you so much. Okay. So someone, I don't know what that's about. Purvis, we don't do donations under $5, sir. Please go get whatever you need to get. Transfer some funds and get back to us. We don't do anything less than $5 donations. And if you're new to the show, it's not that I'm stressing, anything. We just don't want the perspective of a broke nigga on the show. Body, I got your donation. Body says, you see my Timberwolves pops, check your email. Okay, well, listen, you see what I'm wearing tonight, right? Body, my alleged son. Let's go to area code 619. Good evening. We're discussing a few topics. The Cat Williams special. Are you up to speed? 619. Yes, no, maybe? Okay, I cannot wait for you.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Come on. Do not kill the vibe. Good evening.
My bad. Yeah, I haven't seen the special yet. I was kind of calling about the Gar shot.
Okay.
Yeah. It is like super convenient. Not convenient, but like the timing is horrible with this whole rap beef and shot and everything. We don't want it to be that. Right. But what else can it be?
I have no idea. Can I ask how old are you and what state are you calling from or what country?
All right, I am from Cali, 33 years old. So, I'm Kendrick heavy over here. K-Dot biased.
I think I've spoke to you before. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to slow down. I mean, no disrespect, but stop doing whatever you're doing because you're always like very jittery when you call in. Come on, man. I mean, I'm trying to give you time to speak, but at the same time, don't kill the vibe. So there was a shooting at Drake's mansion. What is the latest diss track that has come out since Drake put out his track, and do you know the name of it?
Yeah, what is it called? No, I haven't heard any other beef songs after that one from Drake.
What was the name of Kendrick's last diss track?
Not like a banger. That one gets played a lot over here.
It was, yeah.
Yep. Just been playing that a lot. Kind of like following this whole thing. But yeah, no, I have no other information. Just want to call about that.
Young man, listen to me. I say this with all sincerity. Put the Coke straw down. Go get a glass and go get a glass of milk. All right. I got to go.
All right, for sure.
Thank you, man. For sure. Okay. Yeah. You see, I don't just hang up on people. The devil knows its own. I've been there years ago. Folks, please don't call me old jittery. There's a super delay. Yeah, hold on. I'm right here. Guys, is Anthony Edwards the truth? Is he next up? I like the fact that he was talking greasy to let me see if you guys know. But matter of fact, before I say, who was he talking greasy to? One of your top tier basketball players. Rob Lowe, I see you. I see you, Rob Lowe. Yeah. KD was talking greasy to him, and I loved it. I said, okay. Put a little fire up on his ass. Body says, hey, Pops, you see my Wolves been putting in that work. We going to the NBA reset. Okay. Thank you, Body. Good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from you. Okay. Let's go to area code 216. Good evening. Are you up to speed? The Cat Williams special. Yes, no, maybe. It's called Woke Folk.
Hello.
Yes, turn that down in the background, please, sir. Do not kill the vibe. Do not kill the vibe.
I'm here, sir. You hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How you doing, sir?
You've got a piece of shit headset. I'm going to give you exactly 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
I'm trying to make the adjustment.
Okay, well, you go fix it and you get back to me. I'm in a great place and a great space. Okay, 313, you ready? Good evening. Cat Williams, the special Woke Folk. Did you see it? 313.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay.
No, sir, I didn't see it.
Why are you calling me, sir? It's Tuesday night. What's going on?
What up, man? What up, Star? What's the deal with you? So your birthday passed, and
Sir, I'm not talking about that. Was just a quick little something for the audience. What are you calling me for? I don't know you. What are you calling it for?
What the fuck?
You see, I knew where he was going. I knew exactly where he was going. Hit the button on him fast. Pow! Sitting home, massaging his scrotum and calling me. No thanks. No, thank you. Area code 914, good evening. The Cat Williams special, Woke Folk. It's out on Netflix. Did you see it? Or do you want to talk about the security guard shot at Drake's mansion?
Yo, dance for dollars, man. I just wanted to see Drake dance for dollars.
Where have you been, man? Is that the guy you made? You made that song years ago?
I made that song years ago. Man, these rappers playing with me, man. I wish I got Kendrick Lamar on my team. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, hang on a second. Now, for you, I'll go back. That was like an internet jam for a minute. Dancing for Dollars. Did you ever perform that live? That's like the old Star Chamber days. What's your name?
Man, I've been performing in karaoke, little small bars in Arizona for the bikers, in Florida, Arizona. I've been performing it.
What's your name? I forgot your name.
It was Top Flight. I changed it to Play Store.
Right. Top Flight, right? And you spelled it F-L-Y, something like that?
Yeah, F-L-Y-T.
And you're from Jamaica? I forget. Top Flight.
Yeah, I'm Jamaican. Yeah, Jamaican. Down in New York.
Troll Babies. Anybody remember this guy? Dancing for Dollars. Wow. Wow.
That was a long, man.
Say again?
That was a long time, man.
Yeah, I'm old, nigga.
You don't look like your age, man.
Well, so I'm the devil. I'm the hip hop Highlander. I'm actually aging backwards. But anyway, all right. So, are you a Cat Williams supporter? I'm going to acknowledge his time in the world of comedy. He's one of the greats, man. Do you have any interest in seeing it? I recommend it.
Yeah, I'm just knowing this from you.
Okay. I'm
gonna see it tonight.
Yeah. Take your time. It's gonna take a minute for him to really get to cooking, you know. But he does. When he puts his foot on the gas, there's nobody better.
Definitely.
All right. Good to hear from you, man. Salute,
man. Good show.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Wow, a blast from the past. I don't usually take calls from people going way back, but that was a hell of a track back in the days. Guys, also on the screen right now, one of my sponsors, www.jenniferjonescollection.com. Please go there. Check out some of her incredible original designs. She designs her jewelry, and she I haven't spoke to her in a while. Jennifer, if you're out there, you want to call in, send an email. Let's get you on the platform here, okay? But www.jenniferjonescollection.com. Please tell her I sent you, okay? All right, Alexandria, I got your donation. Yeah, I've been kind of sort of keeping up on things at the college campuses, but I just, I got bigger fish to fry. And in case you've never heard me say, young lady, I stand with Israel, okay? Make no mistake about it. Lex Diamonds, I see he says, salute fam, looking forward to smoking the Drake pack. Did Drake wave the white flag? His last diss track, again, it was, I like the beat. Dana hit me late at night and said, Drake just dropped another one. This is a couple of days ago. And I like the beat, his flow, but then at the end, he starts rambling, and it was almost like he, was throwing in the towel. Yes, no, maybe. Lex Diamonds. And then again, today I got so busy today with just other business, and I don't know where we are. I don't know where we are. Maybe Not Like Us was just, is it fair to say, the death blow? Houston, call in. 713 Houston. Let's have that conversation. Houston says, I think it's cap or an inside job at Drake's house. Either way, I don't care. Okay, Houston, tap it, man. It'll be good to hear from you as I'm now getting back in the saddle. Pause, okay? Okay. Well, Sir Shy, thank you, man. But send me an email link, please. I'll fuck with you heavy, man. But just, I want to hear from you guys. I have no problem promoting other platforms, but when I want to be, brought up to speed, I want to hear what you think. Send me the link, what you're talking about, Sir Shy, via email, okay? Let's go to area code 415. Good evening, my first night back. Are you there? We're talking about the Cat Williams Woke Folk Netflix special. 415.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to see the Cat Williams special, but I'm gonna check it out this weekend when I'm kicking it with my girl.
Okay.
But as far as this situation with Drake and his bodyguard getting shot up, I really think it's one or two things. either it's an inside job and Drake is kind of handling some business inside because he realizes that somebody in his camp is leaking some info to the other team, or the powers that believe they be is kind of setting up the stage for somebody to get taken out, whether that be Kendrick or Drake. Because one thing...
Where are you calling from, sir? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Bay Area.
Can I put some bullshit on the table? Put a little bullshit on the table.
Yeah, put the bullshit on the table.
Okay. Now I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go in this direction. I'm 60 now, so I might look crazy, talking about shootings in hip hop. But it makes a lot of sense that the Weeknd's team may have spun the block. The Weeknd is African, yes? He's an African nigga.
Yeah, he one of them African niggas.
Okay. Supposedly, allegedly, he promotes cocaine usage. I've never seen him do coke, but I saw him in a film. I forget the name of that film. He's doing a little blow. He talks about doing blow, getting bitches on blow. So he may have been, under the influence of something and gave some niggas, 20 racks and said, spin the block. What do you think of that?
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, if you really look at the situation from Weeknd's camp's perspective, this would be a great time to spin the block because there's so much commotion going on centering around Drake and so many people coming at him that whoever did spin the block is kind of hard to put a finger on it. So if Weeknd and his camp did choose to go that angle, that would be kind of borderline genius on some sick satanic shit. But I really think it's some other forces involved, because one thing I do know is that them powers that believe they be, they got a real problem with messianic energy rising from the masses. And
shit, you go in there. Hold on.
Yeah.
You go in there. Okay, hang on. I'm going to give you time. Hold on a second now. Have you seen Bella?
Bella, no, I haven't seen that.
Can you pull out your tablet, your phone, do something? Type in Weeknd's girlfriend, Bella. This is the girl that Drizzy, either he smashed or he was pillow talking with her, and you'll see the Weeknd cuffing the bitch. Now, if you ask me,
I see her. She looked like a vampire.
Well, okay. Well, okay. Listen, that may be his type, but he's cuffing her. He's booed up with her. He may have, caught feelings and said, fuck it, I'm ready to crash out over Bella. I can't rap. I can't respond to his dissing him because he took shots the Weeknd. But I'm going to send these hollow points in your direction.
I mean, we already know that, these type of women that they're dealing with, they're just there to cause confusion. And, niggas fall out about a bitch a lot, possibility. But considering that situation with that female has been going on for some time now, and it's just the timing based on this situation, the incident and the timing is in alignment with the energies involving the Kendrick situation. So that's why I really think it's something to do with that. Not saying that anybody from Kendrick's camp, anybody from Cali drove all the way up to goddamn Canada, because
no, sir.
Black folks, we don't like the cold, and we ain't going up there. So that's why I think that
I'm gonna say this, sir, and I want you to finish up. I'm giving you the last word. But now just keep in mind we're talking about an African and, as you said, a vampire white bitch. Now, the average nigga, will crash out over a black bitch here in the States, but up in Canada, again, an African and a vampire white bitch. I think the Weeknd crashed out. Good, finish up.
Yeah, it's a possibility that Weeknd crashed out, but I don't think Weeknd is ready to drop his nuts like that. What I think, like I said, going back to the powers that believe they be, they got a real problem with messianic energy rising up in our community. They got Pop. They got Nip. They 100% want Kendrick. we got to close the doors and we got to lock it with a key. This is Exhibit A. Okay. This right here should be like a case study in hip hop of why we should not let outsiders inside of our culture. Okay. Because when you let them inside of our culture, they start dancing around, thinking they own and stuff. This fool done went and bought Tupac's ring. He buying memorabilia in our culture like it's a like it's a.
Right, sir, I gotta go. I thank you, man. I gotta go. Salute.
Peace.
Okay, peace. Yeah, I gave him plenty of time. Once you start talking that we shit and what we gotta do, it's time to get you up out of here. Hold on a second, guys. Marcus, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Marcus, I celebrate every day in terms of my birthday. I don't celebrate it one day out of the year. I don't give people, a chance to slither in. Yo, happy born day. Who are you? I don't save people's numbers if we don't do business. If somebody texts me something crazy or just anything, yo, Star. If somebody says, yo, Star, am I supposed to respond? Yo, what up? No. Who are you? But thank you for your donation. Security guard shot at Drake's mansion. Not a laughing matter. It's where I didn't want to go to talk about. But here we are. Okay, Trevor, I got your donation. The callers can't get right tonight. Well, I am prepared to talk, but I don't want to spoil the Cat Williams stand-up special. So I understand that they're not, for the most part, up to speed yet. I mean, there's a period where you have to give a story time to work its way into social media, and that's where we are right now. I get that, but tell me if you're a Cat Williams fan, if you're gonna see it. Tell me what you think about his place amongst the greats. You don't have to necessarily have seen the special, but I'm co-signing it. I am. Woke folk. It took a minute to get going, but after it got going, he put his foot on the gas, and I was laughing. I was laughing. Oh, something else I want to ask you guys. Holy smokes. Are we done with Monique? Oh, my God. I try not to take shots at Monique. I've never met her. I'm just tired of her, with these random shots at Tyler Perry and Oprah, and then this keeps trending on social media. Enough already. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I had to say that. Let's go to area code 404. Hold on a second. Good evening. I'm talking about the Cat Williams special. If you have not seen it, will you see it? 404. Give me a second. Yes, no, maybe. If not, I have to bring in another call. Let me try area code. Here's my guy right here.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, no, maybe. If not, I have to bring another call.
Hello?
Yeah, can you pick up the pace? Don't kill the vibe.
Hi. No, maybe. If not, I have to bring another call.
Hello?
Yeah, can you
What are you doing?
Star.
Yeah, turn it down. Turn it down.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, why would you make me call you the B word? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Star, are you talking to me?
Remind him of who we are.
Yeah, but turn that down in the background. Turn it down. You're the only person on the line.
Star, I'm trying to listen.
Let's get her out of here. Put down the Coke straw, for God's sake. You're the only person on the line. I'm not going to edit that call out. Let's leave that one in. Troll babies, let's leave that one in. Sheesh. I does this. I got time for you. 713. Good evening. Cat Williams, the Woke Folk Netflix special. Are you up to speed? 713.
My nigga, what's poppin'?
You said, what's up, nigga? Good to hear your voice, man.
Man, you're sitting over here chilling. I'm like, God damn, this nigga's still alive. My name, I didn't get the call or nothing. I'm like, I thought I was in the wheel, but I'm like, I didn't catch the Cat Williams. I didn't catch the Cat Williams yet, but I'm gonna check it out probably tomorrow or something.
Okay.
But man, I don't know. I'm tired of Monique too.
Yeah.
And her husband. But then back to Drake. I think it's a play. I think it's all a play. They getting ready for summer. Them niggas gonna be hugging on stage. They getting it ready for summer. All their tracks sound like they were failed tracks that were supposed to be on the album. Not real diss tracks. They got good bars on them. Kendrick got good bars, but I think it's a rollout for summer. By the time Thanksgiving hit, them niggas gonna be on tour.
It's all a rollout. Houston.
Yeah, it's all a rollout, man.
Everything's a rollout. Everything's a rollout.
That's what I look at it. I'm like, these niggas act like Drake stayed somewhere where you. I'm like, this niggas in the apartment got ring doorbells. They can get more footage of what went on. You think that nigga ain't got no clear footage? Then
right.
This nigga live on a compound, my nigga. Ain't nobody just spinning the block on this nigga. Them niggas, it was on the inside, nigga. They got Hollywood effect. They ain't even showed who the bodyguard was or nothing. I don't believe none of these.
Well, now, hang on a second. Houston, wasn't the Weeknd's manager or somebody head of his record label, niggas ran down on him in Beverly Hills a couple weeks ago? Yes, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. But all that
was that Drake's team? Was that Drake's team up in Beverly Hills?
But both of them niggas are intertwined. You are not just in Beverly Hills and just intertwining like that. Yeah. So all them niggas know each other. So ain't no telling who they let in there. Yeah. It probably was a jump off.
It's the girl Bella.
Thought that nigga was playing.
Them niggas is going to war over this chick named Bella still. She must have some fire pussy or something. Come on.
So I always said, because I was going to do a show on it on Sunday, I said, all wars start over wounds.
Yeah.
All wars start over wounds. You can't tell me one war that ain't started over a wound, man.
Right.
Hey, come on now. Niggas, dog, can you imagine that nigga singing and Drake singing and he dissing him and he did, man, they went left. Them niggas probably got fingernails, scratches on them. Man, ain't nobody believing this, dog. They're not spinning up on Drake, man. That nigga live on a compound. You seen that nigga crib?
Yeah.
Man, that was an inside job.
I did.
That was an inside job.
Yeah, but the security guard has been shot. I saw the press conference with the police up there, so it's real. Houston, let's go back for a second. I'm no longer asking you about a banner for your show, but when do you go live? Is it daily? I forget.
I go live usually at 11 Central Time.
Central Time.
Yeah, okay. Central Time, right? You ain't no reason for no kids to be up at that time.
Right.
No reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I be saying, dog. Cause man, this whole Drake and Kendrick thing, I haven't heard a real good diss track from them. I hear them rapping and talking, but man, when it's war, and then all of a sudden the security guard gets shot, like it's real. Man, it ain't like you can just spin the block on these niggas. These niggas live way in there.
I disagree, Houston. I think Not Like Us was a banger.
No, I'm saying like it's a banger, but I'm saying like ain't nobody spinning the block on each other. These niggas in the hills, they not easy to get to.
No.
So if this is real, if that security guy got shot, it was probably like at the Kylie Jenner them house. It's like It was a misfire.
Okay.
Something. Them niggas is not letting anybody up there. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't believe it. And then they're going to make it seem like Drake's life getting threatened. Man, Drake could have got touched out here in Houston. He live out here. Come on, man. Stop it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I don't believe it, dog.
All right.
Them niggas going to be doing all them niggas that's beefing right now going to be on a tour by Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Be up on stage. The crowd going to be cheering.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen.
Houston, before you go, do you care about the NBA playoffs right now? Are you into basketball? I don't think I've ever discussed that.
I tried watching it, man. But it seemed like them niggas ain't playing basketball, man. It seemed like it's like they waiting on each other to miss the goal and then do a layup like they not playing. They trying to shoot through. I'm like, they not even playing. Ain't nobody got on no plastic mask or nothing, getting elbows. Ain't nobody fighting. I'm like, somebody need to fight.
All right, Houston, I gotta go. I don't know where you're going, but hey, man, great to talk to you. Thank you, man.
I bet, man.
It's my nigga Houston. Guys, Anthony Edwards is from the Atlanta metro area. Yes, Thurl, Atlanta. He went to Thurl High School. Went to Georgia College. 2020 first round, first overall pick. Is this the next guy? Yeah, he let Kevin Durant know. Watch yourself, oh nigga. Let me also say this with regards to the Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And I'm just using the word tension. I'm not using the word beef. I don't know if who's gonna respond or if I saw something about the label or some label might get involved to mediate things. Give me a break. All right. On the screen, guys, link tr.ee/learn.creole. Okay. Please go there. You can get yourself some great merch. And there's a lot of Haitian merch or culturally proud Haitian merchandise. Let me say that. Okay. If you go to that platform. Okay. And Terrence says star of the Weeknd's manager, Cash XO, was shot at 2 weeks ago. Okay. That makes sense. Wasn't that in Beverly Hills or Bel Air? Hey, Valerie. No, Valerie, I'm not up to speed on the Met Gala. That's never been my thing. I saw some thumbnails. It looked like to me Cardi B shut it down. Yes, no? Troll babies. Cardi B had on a black dress and she had on some type of black African head wrap. Did Cardi B tap into her African roots? It looked like she shut shit down. Victor Moan Jr. got your donation. Drake just looks like a light-skinned black dude. Well, Victor Moan Jr., are you familiar with the Mossad? Google Mossad, Massad. Let's see what pops up. Let's go to area code 412. Good evening, 412. You're there. We're talking about the Cat Williams Woke Folk Netflix special. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm all caught up with it. Yep, I'm all caught up with it.
How are you, sir? What's cracking?
All right, yes, I got two takeaways on it that I want your thoughts on. So at first I was watching, like you said, it started off very slow, but it did ramp up. It did ramp up, and I liked the ending a lot.
Okay.
So my takeaways from it was, like, at first, when I first started watching it, I said, I have to go back and rewatch it because did a lot of stuff fly over my head? Was that why I thought the beginning started off slow? Or was he just spitting right facts? Because I like the ending about the what do you say about the
Take your time.
reparations. I like the ending when he picked up about the reparations. And I was like, oh, is he really saying something?
Yeah.
But the Tom Brady thing happened, and a lot of the Drake and Kendrick stuff happened. So, and the Netflix really didn't promote it, So I'm wondering, like, I don't want it to get washed out. I really want to go back and watch and take my time with it.
Are you a man of color? Are you ADOS, Foundational Black American? Are you Tether? Who are you, sir?
Black American. Yes, sir. Black American.
Okay.
But mom's putting that black.
All right. So never mind what Netflix is or isn't promoting. You have, social media at your fingertips. You can find certain things.
Yes,
you can hear about things. I say this with all due respect. Everything doesn't have to succeed or fail because a machine doesn't get behind it. You feel me? And this is not me saying it. 1 out of 10. I give it a 10. I give it a 7. But people have to search, and I think it's worth searching for. I recommend it. And I just want to say that. Go ahead and finish up, man. No rush. Take your time.
No, I want to get straight to the bullshit. I want to get to the Drake and Kendrick stuff, right?
The shooting.
So when Drake dropped,
come on.
The shooting, I think the shooting at Drake is crazy. That's like shooting at the Kardashians. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be wild. Like, he lives in a gated community. You know, you can't just be anybody to get up in there. So to get in there, you gotta have some access. And like I've been hearing, you know, how he missing cash, Weeknd's manager, and all that stuff. You know, that's wow. I can't believe that even happened. Not even nothing to play with.
How old are you, sir? How old are you?
27.
Hang on a second. Where's the Weeknd's family from? Where's his family from?
I'm guessing Toronto. He said, you know what I'm saying, Drake claims he's from Toronto and everything, but when he got rich, them bottom boys, you know, dipped out. So I'm guessing he is from Toronto.
His name is Abel, last name T as in Tom, Esfaye.
Yeah.
His family is, where they're from again? Do you know? I forget. Some type of African, man. Ethiopian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know experience was that.
It's a different type of nigga, sir. I mean, crashing out to the average Ethiopian that's nothing. And he's wealthy. He's not just nigger rich. He's wealthy. Now, I'm not trying
exactly. I'm
not trying to say I have any inside knowledge. It's just me, you know, being dumb and stupid. I mean, it makes more sense that he would send some goons as opposed to Kendrick Lamar. Yes, Kendrick Lamar lives in Bel Air. Kendrick is not trying to see the county jail. You feel me? That doesn't make sense for anybody connected to fucking Kendrick Lamar to shoot at, to even pull a trigger at Drake's house. Why? But go ahead.
Yeah, especially when he has the same amount of money, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not like he lacks the popularity wise with Drake. He matches it really, because he's just as famous in the pop world as Drake is in the hip hop world. But you know what I'm saying? Weeknd does a lot of stuff behind closed doors, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? With the powder, you know what I mean? So who knows what he's willing to do?
Okay. Hey man, I appreciate the call. Thank you for tapping in.
No, yeah, especially. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay. I have no proof, no knowledge. I'm just, you know, it's just a theory about the Weeknd. Shaheem, peace, Shaheem. Okay, Shaheem is happy belated birthday, fam. Shaheem, go fuck yourself. I don't know you. Vic Damone Jr., go Google Mossad, Mossad. Mossad. Vic Damone Jr., you're talking about Drake, and I can't necessarily, you know, connect all the dots, but you know what it is. Blade, thank you for tapping in. Blade says, I still can't believe this nigga made 60 trips around the sun with all the people he snitched on, double-crossed. Oh. The old yardie lady from Brooklyn was right. He's the devil. That's what she said once upon a time. Blade, I'm actually 275. Never mind that 60 stuff. You know what it is with me. Who is Ezedin? Who are you? Okay, send a screenshot. Ezedin, hold on a second. Yo, I don't have Cash App, but I can. Okay, send a screenshot of your donation. Folks, if you're new to this show, we don't charge people to call in. We don't want a broke person's perspective on the platform. Can I get an amen in the live chat? They told me years ago, so please don't let broke niggas on the line. And that's why I operate this machine the way I do. Area code 215, good evening. Cat Williams, the new special. Woke folk.
It's called like some neighborhood shit, like share with the neighborhood type.
Okay, he's not ready to talk. He's in the slums somewhere. Talking to somebody else, but you've got the phone in your hand. 513, good evening. Tuesday.
What's up, bro?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Star? How you feeling today, Drake?
I'm great, sir. I'm alive. Niggas is dying. Niggas got gout, scurvy, high blood pressure.
Hey man, chill out, man.
Niggas got shingles. What do you call that other shit? Prostate cancer. I'm alive.
Hey man, man, you stupid as fuck, man.
What's cracking, man?
I wanted to holler to you. I wanted to holler to you about that. I ain't up on that cat shit yet. I'm gonna check it, man. Probably tonight, man, when I get a chance. But yeah. I wanted to holler to you about that Drake thing, though, man. I think what happened, bruh, if you remember, I can't remember which song it was because I ain't did my whole research just yet, but one of them, first off, Star, I remember talking to a guy online back in the day that was from Canada, and I used to talk good about Drake because I like Drake's music.
Okay.
And he said that a lot of cats out there didn't fool with Drake, man. And he had me go and check out a video where one of Drake's supposed to be partners, they ran down on him and like he ran into a building, and the building had a camera. And the dude shot him like 9 times, 8 times, something crazy, man. Lit him up, man, right in the thing. So what?
Hang on. Drake got shot, or Drake shot the guy? Who got shot?
No. One of Drake's partners was beefing with a guy, I guess, and he ran into like a building.
Okay.
And when he ran into the building, it was a camera. It was like it was a camera in like looking over the lobby, and the dude shot him like 3, 4, like at least about 5, 6 times, something like that, man. He got on him though pretty good.
Okay.
And somebody else ran in too and shot him. I want to say, bruh, it was a couple guys that shot him. But what I was thinking, man, it's funny that.
Well, now, sir, hang on a second, because niggas get shot every day. Now, why was the nigga shot? And was that one of Drake's associates, or just a nigga affiliated with Drake and he got shot? Where we going?
That's what I was trying to get to, Star. That if you remember, Kendrick said, "You fucked." I'm sorry, you messed up.
Watch the F-bomb, please, sir. Please watch the F-bomb.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I apologize about that. Yeah. He said, "I'm sorry. You was doing all right or whatever until you put your money in the streets."
Okay.
And guys came back with no receipts. Now, I'm not saying all this is together, but I'm putting it together myself.
Oh, okay.
And
use a thinking nigga.
I'm trying to be. I could be dead wrong, but I'm just giving you my angle on it. My angle.
Come on.
And he said that guys in the streets and there's something, no receipt. So then I'm thinking like he putting on some guys out there, and they had some beef and some problems, and everybody ain't really rolling with Drake like that. But if you remember Kendrick Lamar on one of them diss songs, the actual like artwork was Drake's house. It was a picture of Drake's house. Right. So what about some of the guys who Drake was beefing with out there? Maybe didn't know exactly where he stayed, and then they find out where he stayed, and then last night, 2 a.m., somebody gets shot out there. It was kind of coincidence. Like after Kendrick just put that artwork up on that song, showing his whole crib, then somebody gets shot right outside his crib.
Can I ask, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
40. I'm 42, getting ready to be 43 in like 2 weeks. I was almost a Taurus. I'm a Gemini, though, Star.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate the detail with regards to the T, with the T. But now, I mean, I don't think that Kendrick had anything to do with the shooting. A nigga was shot, sir. That's a fact. I've even changed the title of my show. Never mind Cat Williams. I'm now going with Drake's bodyguard shot outside rapper's mansion. Yeah, you guys have forced me. So now what about the do you think this is plausible that The Weeknd, in his feelings over a white female, and then sent the goons to run down on Drizzy? Kendrick doesn't know the layout outside of Google Earth and stuff like that. It doesn't make sense. What do you think?
I mean, anything's possible, Star. You know that. You know what time we in right now. Anything's possible. No, I wasn't never saying that Kendrick had anything to do with it. I was just saying that artwork of showing Drake's actual home. From when he dropped that song, he showed Drake's crib. To where. You know how these boys be today. Drop your location. He basically dropped his location in that diss track.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Yeah. That's all I was talking about. I believe the weekend. The problem Drake is gonna have right now is you don't know where it's coming from. He got problems with a lot of people, man, and a lot of people with money. He got problems with Ross. He got problems with Future. He got problems with a lot of guys that got a little paper. Guys can sit down and put $2 million on him, or $2 million on running down on him or something crazy,
Gotcha.
and a guy be ready to go. And you know, it could be 3-4 guys put $1 million down, and you know, and
all right, sir. I'm gonna shift gears. You sound very, very interested, and I just, you know. In the shooting, I have no proof. Let me just say that, and I'm not trying to put this on the weekend, but it doesn't seem plausible for Kendrick. Anthony Edwards, before you go, Anthony Edwards, do you know anything about him? I'm learning.
Oh,
Anthony Edwards.
come on, man. Hey, he getting ready to knock off Denver, and he about to be the face of the league. Him and John are baddest things in that league right now. Anthony Edwards is an animal, man. Animal. Yeah, man. I believe Minnesota about to knock them boys off. I'm not saying they done yet because I respect the champs. You got to respect the champs. But, man, boy, Edwards looking real crazy right now, Star. I ain't seen nothing like it in a while, man.
What about Ja Morant? Ja Morant's no longer that nigga?
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. Him and Ja. Him and Ja are the guys. But the thing Ja going through right now, though, Star, you know how it is. When you ain't playing, we forget about everything.
Gotcha.
Ja got hurt. And then he was suspended right before he got hurt. So John's little meter is on low right now because we're not watching him. Ant-Man doing this live in living color, man. And I'm going to tell you where people fooling around. What the mistake people making is everybody saying Minnesota is this young team because Anthony Edwards is young.
Right.
They're not a young team. Michael Conley is old. Cat is got a few years under his belt.
Let me put this on the table. You sound like a knowledgeable.
Got a few years.
Hang on, sir. If I can put this on the table, you sound like a knowledgeable man. Is it fair to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, that even with Anthony Edwards' skill at this point in time, his skill set, that he is not really sharp enough to win a title? He's fighting a good fight. But when you get down to the finals, it's a lot more complicated. Yes, to win the title.
No. Now you 100% right what you're saying, but it's guys that come along. That's the truth, though, bruh. They go whoever. If Minnesota keep building confidence, I'm telling you now, these boys will mess around and win the chip.
Okay.
Don't be surprised, Star, if they don't pull something crazy off, man. This dude is not no. This dude ain't no. Like flash in the pan that just had a good season. He went crazy last year in the Olympics, Star. He carried the Olympic team. People forgot about that.
Right.
This dude the truth, bruh.
Okay.
I'm telling you, he the truth. And the thing about him, man, that's so good to watch if you're a basketball fan. He wants to smoke, Star. He's not one of them stars that's out there hugging guys and laughing with him and joking. He in your face like, hey, you cannot guard me, bruh. Get off me! He in your face like this. Oh, like he with the bullshit. I mean, he with the bull crap, Star.
he got under Kevin Durant's skin. I said that earlier.
Yeah. And keep in mind, you know who Anthony Edwards' favorite player is, Star?
Who's that?
Kevin Durant. That's how he did his favorite player, bro. That's his favorite player in the league, bro. Dude, he wants to smoke, Star. He wants to smoke, bro.
Yeah, sir, I gotta go. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, Star. Thanks for giving me some time, bro.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. I've changed my title to Drake's Bodyguard Shot Outside Rapper's Mansion and Drive-By Attack. I don't think that word attack is gonna work. I'm gonna have to change that. Drake's Bodyguard Shot Outside Rapper's Mansion and Drive-By. I'm gonna keep it there for right now. Everybody hold on a second. What a nice couple of days I had. Even with the trip to Philadelphia, that was just like totally an inconvenience, but I had to handle some business. I was trying to either go today or tomorrow, which is Wednesday, but I wound up going this weekend, and I stayed less than 24 hours and then flew back. Anybody in Philly, is Piccadilly still open? I started say, let me not do that, because then I won't make it back. Hold on, is Piccadilly still open? The Piccadilly Club. I'm so glad I didn't whilst I was there Google to see that it's still open. Oh, that used to be my spot. Anybody in that live chat know about Piccadilly's? Oh, they used to have the banging fish sandwiches on the 3rd floor. Lord Jesus. Anyway. On the screen, guys, www.hudsontubs.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. Bathtub restoration, reglazing, remodeling, a free consultation. If you're a homeowner, if you're a landlord, that's a very, very vital site for you to know. HudsonTubs.com, okay? Hey, Jesse. Kat speaks on what's unsaid, unapologetic. Thank you, Jesse. I changed my title. A lot of people haven't seen the special yet, so I'm not going to sit here and pull teeth. We're talking about the shooting. the goddamn shooting. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just going to block some goofy asking me for a link. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here. Disrupting this goddamn show. Kill Mo Lemonade. Caller with input on Drake incident. Okay. And for those who don't know, The Heat Part 6. The Heat Part 6. Thoughts on that? Why did he spend so much time trying to denounce and rebuttal the accusations from Kendrick? I thought that killed it. He started out great, and I say, okay. And then I was like, oh, God, man. But I think at this point in time, is it fair to say that Kendrick is up? Hang on a second. Let me go into the live chat. I saw niggas crip walking off of Not Like Us. Yes, no, maybe? Hold on, guys. Area code 202. Good evening. We're talking about the bodyguard shot. Pow, pow, pow. Outside the mansion. Are you there?
Yes, yeah, I'm here. I wanted to touch on that. What comes to mind is a couple of movies, because art imitates life.
Right.
And you got copycats out here.
Right.
Some people are copycats.
Okay.
You got situations like that Jamie Lee Curtis movie that I always loved. I think it was my favorite movie from her. It was called Blue Steel. And it had that like Arabic looking type of dude who, he witnessed the murder and the revolver fell, and he picked up the revolver, and then he started hunting. He started like stalking Jimmy Lee Curtis down, and what I'm saying is you got creeps. You feel me? And then you got the dude, Robert De Niro. He played in a couple movies. The one with Wesley Snipes, where he was like, a super fan, and he was, stalking.
Yeah, that was called The Fan, sir. If memory serves me correctly. Yeah. Yes, The Fan.
Yeah, and then the other one, the last one that I'm gonna bring up is Taxi. You know what I'm saying? You got people who got the mindset where they think they vigilantes. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, he on the microphone talking about you deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So you got people who aren't mature. Back in the day when we was coming up, we would see the parental advisory sticker on albums. You feel me? Because everybody wasn't really mentally stable to even endure a Chronic album. You feel me? And so you would see people go about and do certain things because they was inspired. You know, people would listen to certain things and have different outcomes. I remember a dude said he was listening to Eminem song or something like that, and he did some old bizarre stuff. And, you know, everybody don't retain things the same way. You know what I'm saying? So you got the copycat mindset. You got the vigilante mindset. You know, you got certain mindsets where...
So I have to jump in for a second. You sound like an old nigga. You said Blue Steel. Nobody saw that film. It came out in 1990. Jamie Lee Curtis. It only made $8 million. And Jamie Lee Curtis is known for the Halloween franchise and other things. She's 60, right. She's 65. How old are you?
I'm 42, but that was my jump, though. I ain't gonna say and hold you. Like, that was my movie because I always found her attractive. And, you know, the fact that she could put on the cop suit, you know, and handle it the way she was handling it, it was kind of jazzy. You feel me coming from? Yeah. And the movie was really like, I don't know. I really liked it.
I used to fuck with her until she said that they should take Ye's kids away from him. After she said that, fuck that. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, no question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That was current time. Yeah. But, you know, another situation, right? You know, like how the people look at the movie Joker and the next, you know, they want to be the Joker. You know, even the movie I don't remember the actor name, but he played the Joker, and it was almost like he was on that vigilante tip as the Joker. So you got those, and then somebody just spray painted Drake store up and saying you're not like us. So it's like it's different angles. That might not even be the same person.
Sir, with all due respect, you're giving us a lot of movies and references. Do you think that this whole shooting is staged and it's not real? Where are you going with all these movie references?
I think it is real, but what I'm saying is I think that people retain things certain ways because you got a lot of people who mentally ill. Okay. You got a lot of you got like in New York City, you know how it was in the 80s. It's like niggas was just it was like a zoo where people were just mentally ill. I'm from DC, but I was born in New York City, so I could see there's a lot of mental illness. You got people who, you know, they thought they was vigilantes sometimes. You feel me? Downtown Manhattan, you know. Right. But anyway, apart from that,
well, hang on a second before you go, sir, because I've given you a lot of time and you've taken us over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house. Have you seen The Crying Game, the classic film from 1992? The Crying Game.
I hate to admit that I did because my girl cousin took me. And she maybe, I was a little boy at the time, and she covered my...
Peekaboo, we see you.
She didn't know. Look, peekaboo, we see you. And I didn't want to see what I saw. You feel me? And I didn't want to see what I saw. And she didn't know what to expect.
Hang on, because you sound like a film connoisseur. What did you do at that part in the film where that person dropped the robe and then out popped the Willy Bobo? Boing! What did you do?
You know what? It threw me off because I'm a child. You feel I'm coming from? And my cousin, that's why I was always seeing so many movies like Mary. What's that movie called? Mary's
No, sir. Stick with The Crying Game.
With Tyson.
1992.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The movie was boring. And I fell asleep, and I was waking up and falling asleep. But one part of the scene,
classic, sir.
But one part of the
Forrest Whitaker.
Part of the scene,
Forrest Whitaker. Man, but he fell in love with the nigga.
In that movie,
sir.
He ain't had no business in that movie. He should have called out of that one, and that's how he came in the game.
That's one of his best roles. You talking about?
I don't know. I was too young. All right. But I want to touch on also the other situation with the last Drake diss. I think that last Drake diss was hard.
It was.
And I think that,
but don't you think he spent too much time trying to rebuttal or fight off the allegations? I mean, that's what killed it for me.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that if it was in the other shoes, Kendrick would have been called a genius. That's what I think.
Okay. All right. So okay. I got to run, man. Thank you for the call.
No question.
Yes, sir. We'll get back to the Cat Williams Netflix special next week, later on in the week. You guys want to talk about the shooting? That's it. The shooting outside the mansion. Sheesh. Are there any suspects? What are we supposed to do? Sit here and speculate for another hour? Are people really trying to put this on Kendrick's team? Kendrick Lamar lives in Bel Air, and I don't know where he lives in New York. Is it New York City or on the outskirts? Kendrick isn't sending any goddamn shooters. What are we talking about? I'm back in the building. This is the Star Report. Guys, on the screen, that's one of my new sponsors, youtube.com/@Sid55 Studios. Please check them out. Tell them I sent you. Also, I want to get you guys on the platform. Are you available tonight, tomorrow? Again, they've got some great content, and they have a studio that I want to tell you guys about shortly. Give me a second. I'll pull the information. Got a bunch of junk on my desk here. Also, if you're just now joining me, I have switched. We're now talking about this shooting outside of Drake's mansion. You guys are not ready on the Cat Williams Netflix special, but I do recommend it. I think that he picks up speed after maybe 15 minutes or more, and he gets to cooking, all right? Drake's security was shot, okay? Wow. In Toronto. Was shot dead. He was shot dead. I didn't even mention that. Wow. According to witnesses, the horrific attack occurred at 2:09 a.m. local time and was likely a drive-by shooting. Wow. The victim remains unknown, but the news portal reports that he was 48 years of age. He was apparently hit several times, including the upper chest. He was quickly transported to Sunnybrook Hospital, where, according to the informant, okay, he was taken into surgery. Fortunately, his injuries are not considered. Wait a minute. They're saying shot dead. Now they're saying his injuries were not life-threatening. I'm confused. Can I get some clarification? Was the security guard killed? Hold on a second. Something's not right here. Let me go to area code 614. Good evening. Late night. Are you there? 614. Talking about Drake's security guard shot. 6.
Yeah, man. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. How are you?
All right, what's up, man? I've called in a couple times in the past, man. Good evening to you. As far as that shooting go, now, as far as I know, to answer your question, as far as I know, he didn't die. Okay. But I've been watching you, so I don't know. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I want to say this. You might not remember me from the last phone calls, but I like to be objective as you.
Okay.
Like how you went with the Eddie Murphy thing, and I want to segue from that. You know, the person, you know, jumped out of so high or whatever the case may be. I'm just, you know, pointing that out. That's odd. But see, they invested in these artists and celebrities, man. I feel like the whole shooting, I'm not doubting that somebody didn't get shot or whatever. But I'm thinking the whole shooting, the best way to put it is like it's a ruse. I feel like they know that they just put all that money into that boy.
Okay.
And that's investment. You know what I mean? And then they seeing how everything playing out. And they're like, yo, we gotta do some controlling around here.
Now, hang on a second. I'm trying to follow you. Are you saying that this was a setup or a PR stunt? What are you saying?
A little bit of both. I'm saying that I'm saying the powers that be.
Gotcha.
They see what's going on. They see what everybody else is seeing. Ain't nobody reporting on anything that Drake said about Kendrick. Not about the molestation or whatever. Excuse me. You know, the domestic violence. Ain't nobody talking about nothing Drake said. Everybody's talking about what Kendrick said about Drake. And he just got that multi-$100 million deal. He's got all these pool, and these boys was betting on him. And now they seeing that, all right, well, maybe we squeeze this lemon a little too hard, man. Maybe this is it for him. You know?
So now the security guard was just shot. He wasn't killed, right? Drake's security?
Yeah, that's what I heard. From what I understand, since before I tuned in to you, he was just shot. But my thing is,
niggas get shot every day, right? Niggas get shot. You know?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what big deal? But the crazy thing, those stars, peep this. Your boy always comparing himself to Michael Jackson and everything, right? This is Drake. You ain't who's getting close enough to Michael Jackson's house to do drive-by?
Right.
In a gated community, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like, if me and you is astute enough and smart enough to
well, now, hang on a second, sir. But now let's keep it real. Michael Jackson wasn't doing diss tracks back and forth with Prince.
Yeah, right.
With Prince. They had tension. But they weren't dissing each other.
Facts. I'm just saying as far as, you know, his rank in class. You know what I mean? Like he's the top guy. You know, like how are people doing drive-bys? If you look at how his home is, like really, and it's in a gated community, I feel like this is just something that they're trying to do, you know, like basically how, you know, you shut down a female and then she started with the sob stories and trying to make you feel sorry for her. Now we supposed to be feeling sorry for Drake.
So hang on a second. Can I ask, how old are you, sir? You sound like an old nigga, respectfully. How old are you?
Nah. I appreciate that, man. If you remember me, I told you you may get old.
Sir, I don't remember you, but how old are you? How old are you? I don't know.
It's 36.
Oh, okay. Rumor has it that Michael Jackson told Quincy Jones, I'll slap his face about Prince. He said, I'll slap his face if he disrespects me again. When they met, Prince had this stone face and he was trying to act a little snippy. That's way before your time, but supposedly Michael Jackson told Quincy, I'll slap his face. But anyway, that's some old shit. Okay, you were saying, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I know they've been getting at each other for years. But you know,
Michael was about that action. Prince wasn't with that type of action. Go
ahead. Yeah, man. I just feel like I feel like they see the great, I ain't gonna say who it is, but I'm sure we can all put it together, such and such hope. And it's you know, impenetrable.
Give us a name, sir. Please don't call in here with all that sub and shit. Give us a name. Who are you talking about?
Oh, no. I definitely not that. I was just gonna say I feel like, you know, the Jewish savior isn't as powerful as they thought he was.
Oh, okay.
So now they gotta do what they gotta do to protect their investment, Star. That's what I feel like all this is, bro. Ain't no gangbangers from California doing all that and making it to Drake's house like that, bro. Like that's just ridiculous.
I think The Weeknd, if anybody, The Weeknd may have sent some goons. I have no proof. I don't want to get sued. You feel me? But I thank you for the call, man. No. I thank you for the call.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. He started out talking about Eddie Murphy, and then I didn't know where he was going. A security guard was shot outside Drake's home in Toronto early this morning, according to the reports. Okay, ongoing beef. Police confirmed at a press conference. I saw the press conference. The guard was taken to the hospital in serious condition. Did the security guard get shot because the goons came to run down and then he chickened out? He didn't want to go through with, you know, the plan. Maybe the plan was, if I can just speculate here for a second, I'm seasoned in, you know, sneaky backdoor shit. Maybe the goons, the security guard was supposed to let them in, and then the security guard, he got chicken shit, and then the goon shot him. yo, we here, fuck nigga, what's up? You trying to stop us from eating? The commissioner, where are you, sir? I don't see you. 1051. Where's the commissioner? Is he right here? Hey, man, thank you for your support and your patience. The commissioner, where do you want to start, sir?
Sir. Yeah, so I wanted to start with the possible drive-by. Okay. So
your phone sounds a little muffled. Can you make the adjustments? We want to hear you, sir.
Hear me now?
There you go. Much better. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people might think that it's some type of conspiracy, and I don't doubt it. I mean, it does seem like it's like a strange coincidence that, as Drake and another big artist like Kendrick Lamar's beefing, that, usually beefs usually end or at least involve some kind of shooting. So it kind of just seems too coincidental. But the number one thing that kind of made me feel as if that this might not have been as staged as a lot of people think, I think it is retaliatory. I think, Weeknd is involved, but it's just the neighborhood and the environment that this shooting happened. Okay. A lot of people think that this kind of stuff happens in that particular neighborhood. That's absolutely false. These are multi-billion-dollar owners. These are people that pay for privacy, and these are people that pay for security. So to have some hoodlum from the streets of either Toronto or wherever you think they're from come over there and bust shots and rip shots at one of the biggest artists and at the biggest house on the neighborhood, it's just, this was somebody trying to send a message. And that gentleman that you were talking about, that gentleman from the Weeknd, that's the Weeknd's manager. Okay. I think his name is Cash XO. I guess according to more like the Canadian.
With me, I'm trying to get up to speed on the bullshit. His manager, his home in the Hollywood Hills or somewhere, Beverly Hills. Yeah. Where was it?
So it was in Beverly Hills, I think. And I guess what the story was saying from LAPD was that it was a failed attempted robbery, and his security guard was shot multiple times.
Right.
So
stop right there. I hear what you're saying. However, when people are doing drugs, and they run out of the drugs, they have to then call the degenerates to bring more drugs.
Yeah.
If they are looking for something to fulfill a certain type of fetish, then they call certain drug dealers or drug runners. Those people can then tax you and overtax you, and you have to, at some point, you have to pay your fucking tab. So all that living in a gated community shit, that sounds hot, my nigga. But you owe us 5 racks, and we're coming to get that plus the 3 racks. That it was the they added on for different different things. The 3 racks. So we're coming to get the 8 racks. And they have the code to get in. So living in a gated community doesn't mean that niggas ain't coming in, Go ahead.
You're right. But now hear me out on this one, right? So I think you were on the phone at that time, or you were doing the live stream at that time when Drake had dropped his second official disc with the video attached to it, The Family Matters.
That was fire. That was fire.
Yeah. Well, hear me out. Listen to that second beat switch. That I don't really know how to break up bars or anything like that. I'm not musically inclined, but that first particular segment of that second beat switch up was primarily aimed at The Weeknd. Why? Because he was responding to The Weeknd. He was responding to The Weeknd making, I guess, a shot saying that, "Oh, your shooters are too busy doing TikToks," while Drake responded saying, "Well, your security is such and such. We're too busy getting shot at," in a roundabout way. So that made me feel as if nah. This is something very specific that they're sending to about each other back and forth. And then I know that you were saying that, of course, back in the days, Drake had slept with this girl or something like that. But I think it was also over money and credits for Drake's, I guess, I don't want to call it his magnum opus, but his Take Care album, which was I think one of his better selling albums. The Weeknd wrote about like 5 songs on that particular album, and he felt as if he didn't get enough credit that was pretty much owed to him.
Okay.
So if there's always been a problem between those two,
right?
Because I'm pretty sure you heard it through the grapevine. If Drake doesn't really want you to get a shine and he doesn't want you to eat, you don't eat.
Right.
So he made it hard for Drake. He made it hard for Weeknd. I think in the past he also made it hard for Tory Lanez before Tory Lanez kind of put in the work to get up out of it.
Right.
So,
and now, hang on a second. I want you to just fill in the blanks on this.
Yeah.
So he knows the Weeknd as Abel. That's his government name. And the Weeknd, Drake wanted him to sign to OVO at first. And he didn't. Not only did he not sign with OVO, but he went and signed his deal and left Drake hanging. Right?
Exactly. And then Drake ended up signing Party Next Door as a knockoff version of the Weeknd, but he couldn't he couldn't replicate the feeling and the sound. So to be
now what about the pole smoker McConan? When did he come in there?
Oh, so I think Makoto after that particular one hit that he made, Drake's ended up signing him as well, but that didn't turn out.
That nigga got some fire beats.
Yeah.
Say what you want. That nigga got some fire beats. Is it McConan?
Yeah, but
did he say his name McConan?
Yeah, McConan. Yeah.
Hey McConan, hey girl. Go ahead.
But the problem with McConan, he came out at the wrong time. Like if he would have came out with his whole, sexual preference, he would have been a superstar. But back then,
he was hating on Drake. That was his problem. He was the man gave you a shot and then you're shitting on him. I think he's
sassy, man. He's sassy. He's sassy.
He's Atlanta nigga,
sassy.
I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course, super sassy. But damn, I didn't start off this call right. I actually wanted to say that this was Drake's real nigga wake up call, man. Definitely. This is definitely his real nigga wake up call.
Right.
And I really think that with that whole press conference that the gang force in Canada had today, I think that was Drake's other half pretty much galvanizing the force or galvanizing, their ethnicity, like how Kendrick galvanized the hood.
Okay.
To get on Drake.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Hey man, thank you for your support as always. Thank you.
All right, take it easy, man.
There he is. I love McConan. Born in 1989. He was born in LA, but I thought that nigga was from Atlanta. Did he move down to Atlanta? You guys know I'm talking about, Troll Babies? That nigga was producing he was like one of those early, oh man, I don't want to say the wrong thing. He was getting it in before the SoundCloud rappers. And his shit was real original. His 2014 song called Tuesday, which was discovered and remixed by Drake. Why wasn't he talking crazy about Drake, like dissing him, calling him corny or something, and that was why Drake dropped him? Hold on a second. South Los Angeles. Name after him. I forget. Lex Diamond's got your donation. Star, are you the one who pushed Eddie Murphy's tranny out of the 5th floor window for $15K? Where did that happen? Was that in New York City? It's not funny. I think that transgender prostitute was like 21 when it died. Hold on a second. Let me Troll Babies. What was that story? That person supposedly was locked out of her apartment, so he then climbed out on the terrace to try and get in 5 floors up and fell to the death. Jesus. Nasty Streams, I got you donation. Guys, at the top of the live chat, did I post the PayPal link? Hold on a second. I always forget to do that. God damn it. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Okay. The top of the live chat, it says Super Chat with Star and join the conversation. If you don't have Cash App, you can use PayPal or Streamlabs. Your support is appreciated. Okay. We don't do anything less than $5 with all due respect. We don't want a broke perspective coming across the platform here. Hey, Jesse. Jesse says, Star, my hubby said Drake is an artistic parasite. Okay. Peace. I'm not going to say your name. This is one of my old associates from Philly. Wow. Good to hear from you, man. Yes, I was in Philly this weekend. It was very, very quick. In and out. I went to sign some shit, you know. I didn't have time to really holler at nobody, man. I hollered at a couple of my cousins just to say, hey, I'm passing through town. But I couldn't stay and do anything, okay? But thank you, man, for your support, okay? One of my old associates from back in the days. Guys, on the screen, www.tossedandslice.com. It's one of my sponsors. Please go there for a free pizza. Use code STAR REPORT, okay? You can get yourself a free pizza. www.tossedandslice.com if you live in the Atlanta metro area, okay? Malmo, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Good to be seen, sir. Good to be seen. Thank you for the happy belated birthday. Listen, I don't mind people sending in donations to say happy birthday, but, you know, just I don't celebrate it like that. You know, I celebrate every day of my life for those who care. I've said this before. It's not that I'm trying to shut people down or I'm, not in a good place. No, it's quite the opposite. Appreciate me year round if we are friends. I'm a very good friend to my other friends, for those who know me, okay? Let me just say that. Let me go to area code 908. Tuesday, good evening. We're talking about Drake's bodyguard being shot, and also Cat Williams, the new special. Did you see it? 908.
Yeah, I'm here, Star.
How are you, sir?
I actually called in to talk about the Cat Williams thing.
Oh, okay.
I'll go to the Drake joint after this, but I watched it.
What'd you think?
I was thoroughly entertained.
I liked it.
Thoroughly entertained. I understand what you were saying about it kept him wild. It took him a little bit to get going. But what are you going to do? A lot of people, what are you going to shoot his load in the first 15 minutes?
Right.
And then we sit there for 45 minutes, garbage. Like,
stay with me.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, he eased into it, and it was his best one in years to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because he's had a couple in the last couple of years that I didn't really like. They were funny, but this one got me to a chuckle early, and then by the middle of it, I was, I had a good laugh, and like he closed out strong as hell.
Are you a Cat Williams fan, sir?
I'm nobody's fan,
Well, no, don't say that.
I'm a fan of comedy. I'm a fan of comedy.
Hang on.
Overall.
Don't just say that because you're talking to me. You know, I say that I'm nobody's fan, but are you a Cat Williams supporter?
Think about what I'm saying. I'm from Lenox Avenue. You know, ever met somebody's fan from Lenox Avenue in Harlem?
Okay. But now here's
nobody's fan.
Here's the thing. If you're only looking for humor, you shouldn't be looking to Cat Williams. Cat Williams has a wellspring of knowledge. Cat Williams,
it was a very
hang on, sir. Let me speak. I'll let you speak. Cat Williams is a reader, and he has a lot of knowledge with regards to other things that he puts together, and he packages it so that hopefully you laugh. But his intention isn't to get up there and make you ha 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 he. He's too smart for that, and I think that's where the confusion may come in, and where sometimes people need to clarify, such as myself, because I'm in similar fashion. I'm not a comedian. There's nothing funny about me. I'm the hard pill to swallow. You've heard me say that. Now I'll regurgitate things to make it easier for you to understand, because I am a fucking narcissist. But at the same time, I'm not a funny guy. I don't do skits. I'm not with all that ha 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 he shit. So I disagree with you. I think his last couple of specials at that particular point in time, they were right for the time. But now, do you only go to look at him to laugh?
him particularly, I a minimal amount of actual knowledge that I would draw for him.
Okay.
It's not fully like, yo, I know Cat's gonna make me think. I think a whole portion of this last show was super intelligent in the way that he delivered it.
Okay.
In a comedic way.
Okay.
You know, I too am a reader, but I'm not looking to Cat Williams for like any real knowledge.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not
fair enough.
I'm not a kid, so
fair enough. You know,
but I did like the special.
Okay.
It was really good.
Okay.
It was really good. I didn't enjoy the last couple of joints, but this one was really good. Now, I want to say that I really like the weekend angle for this.
Let's go. Let's go.
And I don't have like, I'm not in depth on like the weekend and Drake's thing, because that's not really my age group. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's
nor is it mine, and that's why I didn't want to come out talking about that at first. But the conversation, I had to shift it. I am a businessman. That's what people want to talk about. The shooting. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, with the whole thing is that on top of it all, right? Kendrick released his address. Right. That whole thing with the sex offenders on the top of the thing.
Okay.
That was basically showing the address. So it's plausible deniability for whoever's crew to have come up there and did whatever the hell they wanted. And it's like, well, this motherfucker put the address on his.
I need you to watch the F-bomb, sir.
Oh God, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Go ahead.
My bad.
Go ahead.
But yo, it's plausible deniability for any crew to come through and do it and say it couldn't have been us. Like, well, that dude put the address up. So, you know, anybody that had a problem with him and didn't know where he lived at that time, Kendrick actually put the address on that. It was the Not Like Us, the Not Like Us joint.
Okay.
That's really all I got to say about everything, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Thank you, sir.
Great show.
Thank you. Okay.
Peace.
Okay. Is profanity part of Black communication? Let me repeat that. Is profanity a part of Black communication? Never mind what I do. I do certain things at certain times to give the show a jolt. You know, a spark of sorts. I know when to do it, when to pull back, when to let it breathe, because you can't do it too many times in the monitoring of the algorithms, plural. When black people call these white radio stations, or do you think that they're dropping F-bombs and oh, mama? No. Slow it down. This is a business. Please. Stacy Glore, I got your donation. Oh, okay. Stacy says star. Shalimar died accidentally. Yes, that was the name of the transgender person. On April the 22nd, 1998, was an American Samoan transgender dancer. She got into the car of the actor Eddie Murphy. Yes, Stacy Galore. Now, someone sent in a very nice donation, so I responded, but I don't have a problem with whatever Eddie Murphy's sexuality is. You know, wasn't that person 21 when she died? How old was she or he when they got into Eddie Murphy's vehicle? Okay, that was in 1990. Okay, so was it a year as wow? Okay, so early 20s or late teens? $4:30 in the morning, Eddie Murphy went out to get something to read. So he said, I remember the goddamn interview. His family was away. He went out to get something to read. Troll baby, stop me. Tell me to leave this alone. Say, Star, move past it. Peekaboo. And Stacy, didn't they drive for like 2 or 3 miles before the police pulled them over? Hold on a second. How old is Eddie Murphy? I know he's older than me. Hold on. You see, y'all didn't started with the bullshit. Eddie Murphy. Yo, he's 63. He's 3 years older than me. That's the Coke generation, you know? Niggas taking a little bump. You know? You definitely can't sleep. You grab yourself a Salem Light or fucking Benson and Hedges or a Cool 100, whatever them old niggas used to smoke. You jump in the vehicle and, you know, you go out there just looking for a little street meat. They used to call it street meat back in the days. Stacy Galore, right or wrong, they called it street meat. Just looking, you know, just you driving. Get the fuck away from that topic. Flamethrower says cruising in a Land Cruiser. Shit. Sir Shy, Star. Were you at the 1991 City College Stampede that Diddy threw? Absolutely not. Fuck out of here. There's too many niggas for me to be around in one setting. Sir Shy also says, Star, what was your favorite Kendrick Lamar diss? This last one is a banger. I got to keep it real. Not like us. You kind of bopped to that shit, you know? Took me back to the early 90s. Hey, Melanie. Okay, thank you, Blade. Blade, I will not be reading that, Blade. Thank you so much. Sheesh. And Blade, I got your email, something you sent me a couple of days ago. I'm up to speed, but thank you. You know, let's go to area code 858. Good evening. The shooting at Drake's mansion. Do you have a theory? Are you up to speed? Okay, their call dropped out. Let me try 215. Good evening. Are you there? The shooting at Drake's mansion.
Yo, what's up, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Man, this situation, man. I heard somebody say, "Young Bush." Yo, I heard somebody say they reference to the XO dude that's connected to the weekend or whatever. I guess they had a shooting situation over there too. This looking crazy, man. It's looking crazy. Like, I don't know.
Where are you calling from, sir? Where are you calling from?
I'm at Harrisburg. I'm from Philly. I'm at Harrisburg, though.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay. Well, now hang on a second. Do I know you? Your voice sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, like I be tapping in here and there with you and all that. I be tapping in. I be tapping into the shows and all that.
All right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's looking goofy. Like it looked like, you know, it was looking like some regular rap stuff, WWF type, you know, like funny, you know what I mean? Funny type time. But now it looked like two shootings. It's lyrics that kind of sound like, you know, maybe Drake was mentioning the situation with the Weeknd and his folks, and now this situation happened. Like it's you know, everything could be a conspiracy if it ain't no details. Like you said, you don't see nobody arrested. You ain't hear no official report about how many times the dude got hit, who he is, what's his name, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like somebody said, his whole, you know, his community that he live in, you know, it's way cheaper houses of like, other than like Drake neighborhood, it's way cheaper communities where they got people that patrol regular neighborhood watch and all that. They got people that patrol in the little.
If I can jump in for a second, I appreciate your support. Why are people so concerned with the shooting at Drake's mansion? I mean, there's other important things that we could talk about. Hang on a second. A lot more important things. If I were to sit here and talk about the college campuses or the Trump trial or anything, just, you know, no, people want to talk about the shooting. No one has been ID'd or arrested, right?
Right.
Thus far.
But
you're calling from Harrisburg. You're calling from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Why would a nigga from Harrisburg care about a shooting?
Oh no, I ain't from Harrisburg.
Well, Philly.
No, I ain't from Harrisburg. Okay. I'm from Philly. But I just like tapping into the net. I just like tapping into the nut shit here and there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because everybody else talking about it, so you know, I had a long day. I came back to the crib. I'm falling back.
I appreciate you calling. Hang on a second. I appreciate you calling in, but I mean, there's no suspects to my knowledge. So what do we do? Do we continue guessing? Speculate? Come on, speculate.
Yeah, speculate. Come up with the conspiracy theories that might or might not match, you know what I mean, the situation. You know what I mean? I mean, you eating off it tonight, it's a topic. It's something that, you know, it's something to eat off of.
That's what I do.
Maybe not for the whole show. But you could, you know, eat off it for a couple minutes and move on to something else. But
no, we're going to ride this for another 30 minutes. We'll ride this for another 30 minutes. Okay.
Oh, good. So
hang on. I'm going to give you the last word. Okay. So no suspects. Do you think that in some way, shape, or form, the security guard himself may have been down with this, and this is all a power play, a chess move? Because at first, Drake tried to say that he finessed Kendrick, and his team was giving Kendrick the information about having a daughter. They sent him the Maybach glove, the prescription bottles, and that kind of fell flat. That nobody believed that. So do you think then Drake had his security guard shot?
I don't think, I ain't gonna lie, I heard somebody say, I think you agree with him too. I heard somebody say, like, it was an inside job from the security, and, like, Drake got nothing to do with that. Like, the security tried backdoor him or something, and it went left. You know what I mean? They said it was going to be diamonds and cash in their arms and all that.
What do you think about Drake having his security guard shot because he didn't like the nigga anyway? He was a little too lazy. You think about Drake pushing?
Yeah, that would have been. See, that would be an interesting angle though. But it's just if you go.
That's what I would do.
Yourself, he would have.
Sir, I'm gonna give you the last word. Listen to me. Listen to me. If I were Drake and I were losing the battle, and after goddamn Not Like Us came out, he was losing, my nigga. Do you think Drake then played the victim and had his security guard? Yeah, just listen. Don't kill him. Just give him a hot one. Bang! To then make him be the total victim. Go ahead.
Right, I'm with the speculation though. Like, yeah, probably said hit him everywhere that's not fatal. You know what I'm saying? He know he's gonna take care of him. Yeah. Don't say nothing. Everybody keep on that. He got pool in Toronto. He got pool in Canada. He be getting people in there,
Yeah.
So you know he could keep something quiet if he tell everybody, listen, we ain't talking about this. It don't lead us.
Right.
It's not gonna lead a circle or something. Right. And he probably said, let everybody speculate just like we doing.
Okay. Good to talk to you, man.
All right,
sir. Salute. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I got a text from a girl who I'm somewhat sort of seeing. She's like 35 miles away from where I live in Emerald Isle. I call her K Michelle. She kind of looks like K Michelle. For those who give a shit. Give me a second, folks. I want to explore this other theory of mine. Did Drake have his security guard touched? Was the plan to maybe hit him in the head with the blicky? But the security guard didn't cooperate. So then it turned into a shooting. Was this a blunder on Drake's part? If you ask me, Drake was losing after Not Like Us came out. Oh, that was a shift. There was a shift. I'm just thinking out loud. Hang on a second. Okay, we're done with the showrunner. If anybody wants to talk about the Cat Williams Netflix special, please do. I enjoyed it. It took a little while to get going, but once he got it going, he was doing the damn thing. Let me make sure I'm promoting my sponsor here. www.gurubusinesscenter.com. Get some help if you need help, not just paying your taxes, but filing your taxes. This is a very, very important website to go to. Tell Alicia Starr sent you, okay? She's an accountant. She's also a specialist. She can give you a consultation. You have to file your taxes to avoid penalties, interest, and all sorts of things. Tax evasion. Niggas be going to jail for tax evasion. That's a whole fact. If you knew you were supposed to file and you didn't file, you can get jammed up. But go there. Tell her I sent you. www.gurubusinesscenter.com. Hold on a second. 347. I think I know this number, but hold on. Let me go to 223 right now. Good evening. We're talking about the shooting. Are you speculating? Any insight? Any intel? 223. Okay, someone just wanted to hear my voice.
Hello, yeah, I was actually up at Drake's crib about 2 weeks ago up with like the situation from Jersey Shore and
I don't like your vibe. Go eat a dick. Weirdo. If it takes you that long to pick up the phone, don't do me no favor. Sit tight, guys. I got time. I enjoy this. Call me screaming. I know what to do with you. Hold on a second. There you go. All right. I got time. I got time. Plenty of time. Hey there. 347. Good evening. Are you ready? We're talking about the shooting outside Drake's mansion. 3, 4,
What's going on?
7. Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
I'm chilling, man.
As you
I
should.
don't know. I don't think Kendrick had nothing to do with that.
Say again.
I don't think Kendrick had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so. Well, what do you think? Though you sound like you sound like a thinking nigga. What do you think?
I think that it might be. I think that Drake shot his security guard ass nigga. I think Drake found out who the mole was.
Right.
And he shot that nigga.
Oh, he had the nigga shot. Yeah, he had the nigga shot.
Yep.
Come on.
That part.
Come on. So I'm with the bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think he had.
Come on.
I don't think he had the nigga shot. I think more so he had his niggas with him, and they was doing like one of those Nino from the movie scenes, and they figured out who it was,
right.
And they popped that nigga.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
Think about it. Oh, Drake.
Hang on. Let me ask you a question. Why do black people always give a movie as an example? Why?
Yo, because that's our main influences since us black people. That's what influenced us the most. That's what people need to realize. It ain't the bars. It's the movie.
Watch the F-bomb, please. You're doing good. Watch the F-bomb. Sir, watch the F-bomb. You're doing good. Watch the F-bomb.
Right. My apologies. It's not even black people. I think that movies is more influential than anything.
No, sir. It's black people.
Don't matter.
Sir. I've been doing this for years. It's black people. Black people always say, yo, if you watch that movie, it's always black people. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought about Scarface. I just thought about Scarface in the 80s and how like everything just yeah. So you know, you might be with black people, yeah. It is more so movies really get us more because you gotta understand, we don't got no fathers, we in the house, our moms is at work, and we in the house and we watching these movies. We got older brothers, we got older sisters.
I had a father, sir. Speak for yourself. I had a father. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, look, man, with black people, this is what we get first. We always watching movies that we shouldn't be watching, especially me. When I was 4 or 5 years old, I was watching movies like Breakfast Club and you know what I'm saying? Even
with like, Molly Ringwald.
You know what I'm saying?
Molly Ringwald.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? That's I think that's yeah. I think movies do affect black people more than anything. Any race. Historically.
Can I ask you a question with no disrespect intended, and then I want you to finish up on what you said about Drake touching his security, because I like that angle. How old are you? How old are you?
35.
Don't take this the wrong way, but what was the last book that you read?
Say that again. The last book that I read, it was damn, what's the name of this book? Shit. The Art
of War? Art of War?
No, The Alchemist.
Oh. When did you read that?
Yeah.
When did you read that?
When did I read it?
Yeah, when did you read it? When?
I heard Will Smith talking about it, you feel me? And I read it. I read the whole book.
But what year did you
Not to mention another book.
No. What year? I'm just asking.
Say that again.
What year did you read it?
That was no less than 2 years ago.
Okay.
Literally. Maybe 2020. I read that book.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to your theory.
Yeah, the Alchemy.
I like your theory that maybe Drake, for what reason? To play the victim? Why would Drake? Did he want someone to pistol whip his security and things went left? Did the security try to grab his gun and then he got shot in return? He was resisting.
No. Nah, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm
speculate, my nigga. Speculate. You watch movies, speculate.
All right. The nigga Drake pulled everybody in there, and he tried to he wind everything down. He found out who was who, and then one of his big niggas, they, you know what I'm saying? They confronted the mole, and they shot that nigga.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you, sir.
All right, much love, so.
Streets got no love, my nigga, but thank you. All right. He's as serious as colon cancer. God. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Varnell, please. No, I don't want to talk. Oh, come on. Another donation about Eddie Murphy and the transgender prostitute. I don't remember the story. Stacy Glore, did you? Stacy, can you email me? Why don't you post that on your website? Hold on a second. Where's the goddamn showrunner for Stacy Galore's website? Hold on. More Galore. Is it More Galore 404? And then I can just send people over to your website. Stacy, keep me posted when you post content. And everybody else, any sponsors, when you post new videos, please send me an email. It helps me with the audience retention and the traffic. I'm not just saying that to say that. Hold on a second, guys. There you go. www.moregalore404.com. Maybe Stacy can give you guys an update on the transgender that Eddie Murphy picked up at what was it, 4:45 or 4:30 in the morning. He just wanted to go out and get some reading material. His family was away, and he and the prostitute drove for 2 miles until the police pulled him over. Okay. Sheesh. One second. Oh boy. Area code 646. Good evening. We're taking it slow. We're speculating about yes, sir. A shooting. There's no suspects. It's just, just nigga shit. It's nigga shit.
Yeah, a whole bunch of speculation. I'm here to add to it.
Okay, heard? Let's go.
I'm here to add to it. All right. Now, truthfully speaking, I really don't think Drake had nothing to do with it. But let's just play a little game, right? Okay. Let's just say Drake realized he was getting his ass kicked by Kendrick Lamar publicly, right?
Okay.
And and we're still waiting. He realized that we're still waiting for a response because that last one wasn't good enough. Like,
Right.
and then it's kind of contradictory. Like, it make you look more guilty than not, right? So now it's like you got to do better. We're not expecting that, so it's it's kind of like what the last dude said. Like, not that he found out the mole, but it's like we got to find out another antic to pull to also help me get out of this situation I am. So
right.
Yo, which one of y'all niggas gonna take one for the team? Which one of y'all gonna take the next team to get this heat off? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it too. Like, cause it's like if somebody came there, cool. Now everybody know where Drake lives. But if they came there, I'm quite sure they came there for Drake. And when they seen that security guard, they knew that security guard wasn't Drake. So why waste the shot on that nigga?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Shit is just funny to me.
Well, stay with me, because the last guy, even though he was laughing, what he said made a lot of sense on some street shit. And a lot of this stuff.
No,
hang on, let me just say this. A lot of this stuff is street activity. And when you got these high profile celebrities and these people who are not from the street, who do they go to try and handle their business? Street niggas.
Street dudes.
Street dudes. And then you got the street dudes who are already thinking about how to implement the double cross, right or wrong.
Right.
Where you from? You're a New York nigga? Where you from? 646.
I'm from the home of the grimy niggas, man. I'm from Brooklyn, man. East New York.
Nigga! Listen. I lived in Brooklyn since 81. We stay thinking about the double cross, right or wrong?
Man, listen, man. Even when you leave.
No. Hang on. Let me just say this. I'll let you finish it up. You pay me to help you alleviate a situation, and then I'm thinking how I can actually take what this other person got, who you pay me to deal with, to how I can then flip that and deal with you. It's all about a flip, right or wrong?
When you're dealing with the grimy niggas, yeah.
Go finish up.
Yeah. You ever been on a jukes and then stash some niggas you went on a jukes with?
Nigga. We robbed my friend's aunt on Eastern Parkway, nigga, by the old Popeyes. When she came home, when she came home from getting her paycheck, she worked for Transit. They used to get paid on Thursdays every 2 weeks. We robbed her, hit her in the head with the ooh-wop. Pow! Because she resisted.
Oh,
go ahead.
Shit, now y'all. You trying to get yourself canceled, girl?
I was on coke, niggas. Somebody had to give it up. Go ahead.
Nah, but yo, man, I'm just enjoying all of this, man. It's sad that it's going down this way, but it's still entertaining.
It's sad, man. All right, salute.
It's sad.
All right.
Easy. What?
Easy.